Hey folks, Reggae here with PZTV. Listen, I've been kind of chewing a lot on what's happened this past 24 hours regarding Trump launching missile attack against Syria, and basically in response to a supposed chemical attack that Assad did on his own people. Digging through all the intel and such that's been coming out and everything, and reading the other commentators, listening to some of the other stuff that's been going on out there, I honestly see possibly two scenarios in play. The first scenario that I see a lot of people talking about on Facebook and everything is that basically Trump has kowtowed to the shadow government and the powers that be and everything, the globalists. We see McCain out there just jumping and ranting and loving what is going on and everything. The globalists want war in the Middle East, and that is a fact. And so people are thinking that he's finally, bent to their ways and everything, possibly even with all the secret listening that was going on that we've heard about, Rice exposing and everything, that maybe they got some sort of dirt on him or something. But what we forget is that he is the Twitter president, and the guy's got some gonads, folks. And so I think if truly the shadow government has something over him, he would just get on Twitter, on TV, and say, "Hey, folks, listen, this is what these guys are doing. This is what's happening, and I'm not going to play their game." So I don't really think that the powers that be have something over or some sort of leverage that we know of. Again, it's not in his character to accept that sort of thing. What we do know is that Trump does not want war. This is a fact. He was against Obama, basically crossing the red line and everything, and still he doesn't want war. And we need to remember that he's a strong negotiator and that he's always looking for the hard power play. That is in his nature. This is what we voted for, folks, is this sort of person. Now, what I am leaning towards is more of a second scenario, and in this one, what he's doing is he's doing a swift, hard power play, and with this, Trump is able to negate many of his adversaries and basically coming out and showing that he is strong and his administration is strong. Currently, we have over 10,000 Special Forces, Special Ops working in Syria, actually with Syria, pushing back ISIS and stuff, pushing them back into Iraq and Iran. This is a fact that we are doing this. We are not, helping bring down Assad or anything with those forces. We want ISIS to be rid of as much as Putin and others. So we have been working in that arena, pushing back ISIS and stuff. But what we need to do is look at the leverage that Trump is gaining out of this one event. This is hardcore action that he's taken, and it shows one to the Democrats that he is not soft on Russia, which has been a major power play that the Democrats have been doing. Oh, wow, he's soft on Russia, and they're buddies and this and that. This shows that no, he is not. And basically, what he's done is he's negated this power and everything away from the Democrats. So they can't really say, "Oh, wow, he's soft." He can't. They've lost their argument that Russia and Trump are now buddy buddies. This also takes away the media's kind of power in saying that he's soft on Russia as well. Reading today's news, I mean, it's amazing to see a lot of the mainstream media is just, "Oh yeah, yay, Trump," So he's gaining leverage in that aspect. Now, there is a very strong odds that this gas attack was actually backed by Al Qaeda and is a false flag event that they have done. They have shown in the past to create false flags and everything. And something that we're seeing is that the white helmet press, these are the guys that run around who are press corps and everything, basically paid by Soros to help stage events and everything like that, were like, boom, right there on the spot, in the middle of it, seeing the choking kids and the dying people and everything. They were right there in the thick with gas masks and everything, able to film it all and everything. So this really is kind of smelling of possibly a false flag event from Soros. And because it's possibly backed by Soros, I strongly believe that Trump possibly leaked some of this to Russia, because Russia does not like Soros or anything either. And basically was doing the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and kind of, you know, doing that. We know that no Russians were injured or harmed or killed in this attack. There were no Russians even in the vicinity of this area when it was taken. And from what we're understanding, very few civilians or casualties were even killed. The number, I think, is 6, maybe 7. And when you look at the airstrip and the, this is one of Syria's largest airports or air bases. So we're seeing another. Now this is also another tactical play. One is it's just one less air base for Syria to launch, but also due to its proximity, this is an air base now that cannot be used against Israel. So we're seeing a lot of things in this. The biggest reason, though, yeah, and this is huge, folks, is that right now, when Trump launched this attack, a couple hours later, President Xi from China was coming to visit Trump at Mar-a-Lago, or however you say his residence down there in Florida. And what this does is show a very strong, hard hand against, against what, quote unquote, Russia. And folks, listen, lobbing over 50, something 60 Tomahawk missiles on one air base is major overkill. This is a poker play, and that's what we need to understand, is that this is a poker play. And I think the primary objective was to show President Xi, hey folks, listen, you need to get stinking North Korea under a strong leash and get them moving. Otherwise, look at what I've done to one air base. If stinking, little dictator over there, I forget his name at the top of my head right now, not enough coffee this morning, but if that dictator does decide to lob a missile, that we as America will not accept that, and we will come in guns a-blazing hardcore. And basically it was a very strong show of strength. And, it's, a very strong message to China, strong message to Russia, which, again, I'm kind of thinking that Russia is, yes, we're seeing them say, oh, yeah, they're aggressive and everything, but we're not seeing too much hard talk coming out of Russia right now. Again, we need to remember that this is the man we voted in. This is the guy, he's a huge risk taker. And that's why he is who he is because he is willing to take these big risks. But in this, he's also a strong negotiator, and he knows how to position himself for the deal or for the power play. And this is what he's done. I strongly believe this. Now, again, a lot of this is all speculation on my part. There is not much proof or anything, but what I'm doing is I'm just looking and observing and kind of putting together what I see, and I see a strong power play going on here. And if this is true, then this hardcore chess play that Trump has done does multiple things. One, I honestly think that it shows that we will have no war in the Middle East because we have shown a strong hand. He's taken away the leverage from the Democrats and the mainstream media, and he's also positioning the U.S. as a major force to be reckoned with. If all goes well in Trump's favor, it will send a message to the world, quote unquote. Basically, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Donald Trump. That's a fact. So no matter what, folks, we need to continue to pray for our nation. We need to continue to pray for our leaders. We need to continue to pray for wisdom for President Trump and his administration, and that we pray for their success. And folks, this is a serious situation and everything. But I truly pray that it is the second scenario that I've kind of speculated on here, as opposed to the first scenario where he's basically sold himself out to the shadow government, which, again, I just don't see that. It is not in his character. So thank you for watching this. Please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel right up there, red button, hit it, subscribe. I need subscribers, folks. Also, down here, leave comments. I would really love to hear what you're thinking. What do you think about all this? What do you see it as a power play on Trump's side, or do you think that he's maybe being manipulated by the powers that be? So give me your input. We'll see you later. Again, I'm posting out videos 12 o'clock every day except for Sundays. I take Sunday off to give God his due and to rest and to really get back and have quiet time with the Lord. So share, subscribe, comment, and thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. My name is Ray Gano. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. God bless. Maranatha.